Hello and welcome to yet another video here on the YouTube channel Spelfunding and Fellowship SGF, and this is a new news video regarding specialist brands. Now, to give you a bit of history, I have, ever since I started the series and before that, so we are talking about year and a half, well, a year basically, but a year and a half since rumblings of a Horus Heresy Forgeworld starter box came about. So about a year and a half. I'm not completely sure, but between a year and a half. I started thinking about Forgeworld moving into plastics. And ever since that, we have seen proof that Forgeworld is designing many of their models in CAD. That's a digital sculpting process, and many things are done in CAD. This is one of the reasons. For instance, the big Titans are often done in CAD to get those neat fits, making sure that everything fits together, as well as getting the detail in, the very minute detail into the models. And what they then did is, when they started showing off their upcoming Titan Legions game, they presented like a 12mm scale Warlord Titan, and this was because they've done the model in CAD. They can just remake well, type in some scaling into the program, and suddenly you have a much smaller but very detailed model. For my Middle-earth fans, you'll all know that the Iron Hills dwarfs were made in CAD as well, evident by their intricate armor, very intricate system, and also that there are two separate sculptors that did the crew for the Iron Hills Ballista, as well as the normal Iron Hills Warriors. So they basically just copied the CAD files to work on for the crew members. So where are we at today? Well, we have Blood Bowl. Blood Bowl is a specialist brand that the starter box is produced in plastic and released via Games Workshop. We have the team boxes, the same thing, produced in plastic, released via Games Workshop. You have Betrayal at Calth and Burning of Prospero, both intellectual property of Forgeworld since they started the whole Horus Heresy thing, released as separate game system by Games Workshop, two separate game systems after all, and but most people, including myself, will chuck the game pieces away, put the dice in my big dice box, and just use the models for 30k instead. So you have three different specialist brands that's already out there, and one upcoming, who uses CAD and the sculpting. So why am I making this video? Now, in my last video I talked about Forgeworld and Games Workshop merging their sales channels sometime soon, and this is of course nothing substantiated with pure fact, but has been substantiated by comments and sources that this will most probably happen within the next 6 months. So what day is it? On the 26th of January, there was a new job ad on the Games Workshop job site with Specialist Brands Plastic Miniatures Designer in Nottingham. So, do you want to create digital models that will be turned into new Specialist Brand products? This is a signal from Games Workshop that the Specialist Brands, i.e. Lord of the Rings Hobbit, Blood Bowl, Titan Legions, as well as many more upcoming products, I believe. Necromunda might be one of them, Manowar might be one of them. That the scale of releases does not fit with the current sales. So for Blood Bowl, for instance, many models went immediately out of stock. You have to think that they put on huge numbers of models ready for pre-order for these, but it wasn't enough, so they sold out almost within days, in some cases hours, of certain products, and people want more. They are currently released the starter box with 2 teams and another team on the 3rd of December for Blood Bowl, and a second team is coming out this Saturday, so that's tomorrow, with dwarfs. So that's 4 teams released within 2 months. Now there are a whole plethora of teams that has yet to be released, and the current trend with the Blood Bowl brand is that they release the starter kit or the team box in plastic with 2 sprues, so you get 2 of each identical models. Now, taking that a step further with the dwarves, bringing head swaps in as well, but there are so many teams and they will have to increase production of models to actually accommodate the fans. In addition, Middle-earth sales are extremely high at the moment. The rulebook came back and almost immediately went out of stock again, despite increased numbers as well. We don't exactly know what number that is, but they were increased. That is from Mr. Adam Troke himself, the product manager of the Middle-earth team. And Middle-earth is currently produced by Forgeworld, meaning only resin models in their current scheme, but I believe that some existing resin models will be produced in plastic, notably Lake Town, Gundabad, Orcs, and stuff like that, as well as future new plastics. Bring this into Adeptus Titanicus, which I think has been confirmed to be plastic, at least the starter box, and maybe Necromunda. So you will need more plastic production, and they are hiring. So that's my take on this. Please, again, as I did with the last video, please tell me if I'm a loon and just make stuff up out of nothing, or if this is quite possibly something we'll see going forwards. So, as always, please comment, like, share and subscribe. Do support us on Patreon if you're able to, link in the description below, and support your hobby.